Hello and welcome to Gardening and Allotment Tips, hosted by Gardening with Ben. If you've not listened to my main podcast, have a listen to Gardening with Ben. There's over 130 episodes on there for you to listen to, so if you've not discovered that yet, go over and have a look at that after you've listened to this one. Plus there's plenty of other episodes on here as well to listen to. These are just 5-minute little podcasts talking about different gardening tips and gardening advice for the allotment and for the garden. So today we're going to be talking about onions. Onions. As I did a little experiment last year to see what grew better, onions from seed or onions from sets. And onions from sets have usually been started earlier on and they're a lot bigger, but obviously onion seeds are tiny and small, so usually you'd plant your onion seeds around now, and usually your onion sets you'd plant in March, April time. So I tried the experiment to see which ones actually did best, and I was quite surprised, to be honest, because obviously onion sets are a lot bigger when you're planting them than the onion seeds. The onion seeds actually came out bigger than the onion sets, which was quite bizarre really. I thought the onion sets would be the total winner. So the reason why I did that experiment is to see which ones would look the best and produce the better onion, so that I could share it with my followers, as obviously I've got quite a lot of followers on Instagram and on Facebook, so it was an experiment for them as well, just to see which ones perform the best. So if I was to grow onions again, which I usually grow every year, and I usually grow them from sets because I've usually been lazy and sets are a lot easier, and I would stick to growing onions from seed. So that is what I've done again this year. And to get the best size onions from seed would be to start them now. So if you've not started your onions from seed, the best time to plant them is now. So if you've not got a warm greenhouse, if you've not got a heater in the greenhouse, start some onions off from seed in the house or in your flat on a light windowsill, and start them off there, because obviously they need the warmth to get them to germinate. So that is why you need to get them somewhere warm, because if there's no warmth, the seeds won't wake up and they won't start sprouting. So if you want some very good decent sized onions, have a look at that. Have a look at starting some from seed. If you get gardening magazines like I do, you always get onion seeds in them, especially around this time of year, because it's obviously time for sowing the onions from seed. So if you're wanting to try some, do an experiment like me, see which ones grow best, onions from seed or onions from sets. So it might have just been a fluke for me, but I'm going to stick to growing onions from seed in the future, as this seemed to perform the best. So that has been our little podcast today, talking about which onions to grow, whether you grow them from set or whether you grow them from seed. Let me know which variety you usually grow. Do you grow them from seed or do you grow them from set? Send me a message on Instagram, let me know. Tell me which ones you get the best harvest from. It's always great to hear from the listeners. So until next time's episode, remember, keep smiling, keep gardening, and keep listening to Gardening with Ben's podcasts.